CAF Confederations Cup draw no se wa about and initially was it na o kase and you be the group draw CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup. Now interestingly CAF Confederations Cup there no any di kan e hyase me ne o kase sisi a CAF Champions League there no e kosonti ebia probably by the close of the program no there near group members amukowrim CAF Confederations Cup group no draw ni Group A were USM Algiers Meka 2023 champions. They were the 2023 champions of the CAF Confederations Cup when they defeated the Young Africans of Tanzania to win the championship. Joliba of Mali ewo ehonum, and of course there were Olympic Club Disafi from Tunisia, and of course San Pedro. Ye nyina ebe kai San Pedro. One of the teams omudi kotoko fail some times he passed over kai I think 4-5 seasons ago. San Pedro eliminated Kumasi Asante Kotoko the CAF Champions League in the CAF Confederations Cup when they left off in the CAF Champions League no omu drop away CAF Confederations Cup no San Pedro eliminate Kumasi Asante Kotoko Efrim. So Group A comprises of USM Algiers of Algeria, Meka 2023 champions, Joliba of Mali, Olympic Club Disafi of Tunisia, and of course San Pedro of Ivory Coast. Ufriwa in Group B, and that is where you were with that athletic club, and with that athletic club are there by virtue of eliminating Kumasi Asante Kotoko after beating Kotoko home and away 1-0 at the Accra Sports Stadium, and of course Obekai the 5-1 winner Omunyaye over Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Emma Adeno Ekoye 6-1 on aggregate. So with that athletic club, they are one of the group members, Homo Group B. And of course, AS Maniema Union, a club from DR Congo, and so Eka Group B. And of course, there were Azam SC of Tanzania, and the new entrant, Nairobi United. So Joe, the said Nairobi United only 2 seasons ago, they were in the Kenyan second tier. And Omuba in the first year, by virtue of getting the opportunity to be in the CAF Confederations Cup, they eliminated Almighty Etoile du Sahel to be in the group stages. And I think Nairobi United is one of the surprise packages within this season's CAF Confederations Cup. So, Oko Group C, so I was CR Belouizdad. This is one of the giants on the continent. Belouizdad, they are most often seen in the CAF Champions League. That is where they oftentimes belong. But this time around, they've dropped into the CAF Confederations Cup. CR Belouizdad, Ewo Group C. And of course, there was Stellenbosch of South Africa. One of the big teams are almost courses there. Last season, they eliminated Zamalek, Anomuye defending champions of the CAF Confederations Cup. Stellenbosch of South Africa is in Group C. And of course, there were AS Otoho di Oyo, a team from Congo Brazzaville, also Ewo Group C, and of course the last team is Singida Black Stars, and that is where Emmanuel Keyeke Esiakai, former Kumasi Asante Kotoko, former Karela midfielder, former Samatex midfielder, after having a wonderful performance with Samatex, or making a switch on the club career, that is Baby Okoye, Singida Black Stars of Tanzania. So Urema Group C comprises of CR Belouizdad of Algeria, Stellenbosch of South Africa, AS Otoho di Oyo of Congo Brazzaville, and of course Obeka Singida Black Stars of Tanzania. And of course the last group, Group D. This is probably the group of death because Sewaha a comprising of giants, and these are all performers. Zamalek champions in the CAF Confederations Cup only last season. That was 2024. They were the champions of the CAF Confederations Cup again Obekaya in 2019. Neokotoko Uremu Edekobo that group stage, Zamalek were champions. So they are one of the sides of more rich history and tradition when it comes to the CAF Confederations Cup. Al Masry only last season they were in the quarterfinals of the CAF Confederations Cup before losing out against Simba. So Al Masry so a very, 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 very rich history when it comes to the CAF Confederations Cup. And of course, Kaiser Chiefs are one of the biggest giants on the continent. So Obeka Kaiser Chiefs and of course Zesco United. So Zevranko, Group D now. I think that is the group of death. oh group na groups ni now from group A, group B, group C, group D. I think say the group D is the group of death because Zamalek, Al Masry, these are two Egyptian sides within the same group, and of course Kaizer Chiefs, one of the giants, in as much as you follow the pecking order, no, who bought the giants on the continent, untimi mbubodi wabra obedi Kaizer Chiefs din ebetunche, and of course Zesco United, ye nyina be kaya omone kotoko. Ewa Babaya Sports Stadium that 6 seasons ago. No, they really gave Kotoko a good run for their money. So for me, I think say Group D, no, a group of death. So CAF Champions League, there no, and also draw no air so probably by the close of the program, no, ye be who be a group members, no, ebe obia ekwakurem, and the group phase of the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cup, no, ebe shasi ye nyame boa within this year, no. So caveat a woman say omobebo at least between 2 to 3 games. You be kwa bo AFCON. So after the AFCON na ebe ba na we 18th January 2026 no, then of course the rest of the group games will return. Na ya boy we akwa ko pim baby aye ko hu say why and now which team becomes the champions of each of those tournaments. And make the CAF Champions League and of course the CAF Confederation Cup. It was one of the biggest game I caught so over the weekend between Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. Dog, I think that this was probably the biggest fixture across the continent over the weekend. Now, who had the numbers at the stadium? Dog, that is what amazes me. Normally, Utimika said South Africa League in a biwa oh her numbers in ABA, oh share who supporters. But about my biggest games are check the numbers on the stands. And now these are the numbers are more stands no game no. A top fixture Mamelodi Sundowns against Orlando Pirates. And a game ne fair. They were displaying good level of football, and I think this boy Trenson, the goal for Orlando Pirates could probably be a contender for the goal of the season. After that corner kick, no, Emma Oshe before say Sundowns Ebenya Kano etiye. It was probably the biggest fixture on the continent over the weekend, and the game really lived up to expectation. Mamelodi Sundowns against Orlando Pirates. Sejo the numbers no na effect.
Yeah, I watched that game.
The numbers.
Me comment me try fans no.
Yes. So you we more a liga you making it for the fans. You invest a lot. You the quality players eba. The level of play no was through. And these are the more making on the continent. And
it's all over. The continent, it's all over.
Yeah.
Say, a friend say
last week WAC
and then
yes.
Raja. Yes.
This week Orlando Pirates. Sundowns.
Yeah.
Next week Ibenya has Kotoko.
I'm sure more other games now. Fine, stadium no ana and you feel to
the capacity.
But
it drew some games.
Young Quadru here, there's one Nipanko.
Charlie.
The stadium was filled to the Raptors.
So we saw WAC last week. We have seen the South African version.
Yes.
Our version is coming up. You don't even see conscious efforts being made to project
the game. Yeah.
So game we any can say even if Jaima Kotokone has to promote it. I even think that ministry crowd a role to play. We want to use that game, flagship game, no. Near they be resurrect a game, no. This particular one, they should make it work.
Oh, well. Okay. Into your mobile so and cry. Now when we involve I think 3 or 4 teams. Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs, Sundowns, and to some extent 3 teams.
Yes, they are the biggest. They are the biggest. Yeah, now more in between them. Either Sundowns against Paris, Sundowns against Chiefs, Chiefs against Pirates. That's it. And
it's festival.
Yeah.
It drew what they cost so in and around the surroundings before the game, the vibes.
So what is so wrong with our system?
People are doing
football no enya for so-called football people, for the fans. And yet to say
ahead of Kotoko has ne Kotoko has a 2 goals margin victory. Kotoko a 2 goals margin victory. And this is a particular good time for us to have this game and make it work. But Obehu Sunday, Sunday,
the two teams remain undefeated.
Yes.
Kotoko undefeated has undefeated.
I mean, the last time Kotoko has a bubble match, Obianzi so much.
You see, this is the best occasion to have this game.
Yeah.
Has undefeated. Kotoko undefeated. Papa no te has coach bench no coach Kotoko bench. Do te Kotoko bench no coach has bench. So there are so many excitement around it. I heard it has akwa away akwa 2-0. Kotoko atre fie de work defeat to na chase 4-2 2 goals margin. Intika the stage is set for the super clash. But where are the vibes?
Yeah. So Sergio, I was honestly impressed with the level of the game. Sergio, even before this game, Nankasa, now we had the last 10 fixtures between Pirates and Sundowns. 8 wins for Sundowns. So Sundowns have been so dominant in fixture like this, and only one draw. And of course, the other winner, Edema Pirates. But honestly, Pirates made sure they did a very good job. Juma Pa say,
that teenager now say go.
Good. Sergio, what I was saying is it could be a contender for a Puskas Award.
Sure.
After the corner kick na a contender for the Puskas Award.
Yeah.
What a goal, Sergio.
Enzo Maresca go and say on start game no. That fair colored guy. Wow.
Yeah.
What a goal.
Wow. So brilliant. It had everybody talking on the continent over the weekend because where the left had said you see the left a ball non-drop from a corner kick, a header just one time and one
that is it,
left
footer.
Go
no.
Because Rowan Williams has
go now, but yes.
Cameron dancing.
Yes. Yeah. This boy.
Wow.
Yeah, teenager. Wow. And our boss I go no a friend say
Orlando Pirates.
He reminds me of a Bechem United boy no.
Clinton
Diodu. Was I say you are no junior no so.
Yes.
You say you are no bias.
Okay.
So
the young koso. Okay.
So
that was how you go maybe you are now for teenager so go no say no South Africa no. Then you go kit wakra. Or sign the vulnerable foot on the
and a big occasion.
Yes. Yeah. They got on the left and drop.
Hey, where there's some mad there now?
Yeah. Rowan Williams. Any idea?
One of the best goalkeepers in the game.
Yes.
Wow.
One of the best goalkeepers in the continent.
You know, these volleys are easy technical.
The
coordination you need.
Yeah.
Technique, the composure, the accuracy.
Wow, our interest.
So, Sergio, over the weekend, what so
games we had more EPL matches in the attention. 90 minutes in yeah,
Sergio, over the weekend, work Itia Tangi, but Sergio, the side aspect of the game was the unveiling of Hakim Ziyech.
Okay.
Yes, Oba on the field of play now. Or receive cheers among for a budget so because we're signing from now till 2027 with an option to extend after say bia utimi born home within those years now we're signing, and I think that obey a very very good addition to Wydad Athletic Club. So you having Tembikosi Lodge on the left, Hakim Ziyech on the right. I think that teams within the Moroccan League and the CAF Confederations Cup should be very, very aware of.
Should be aware.
They should be very, very aware of the threat in Ireland.
On the form now. On the form,
not just the name. But so having a player of such kind of profile, no, a lot to Omo team. So I think it's a very, very big one for Wydad Athletic Club over the weekend. That was how Hakim Ziyech was unveiled at the Mohammed V Stadium over the weekend when Etihad Tangier lost 2-0 against Wydad at Hamza was striker Nishego. Hamza Hanuri. Yes. So he was on target for Etihad Tangier. Sergio, quickly, Ghana for Modimo over the weekend. Edmond Bedu was on target. That young boy is doing a very good job for Red Bull Salzburg. I say Yemfa ni Koneso. Even a ban say junior setup, being it either under 20, under 23, we can consider him even to the level of the Black Stars. And that boy is a wonderful player for Red Bull Salzburg. This was how he scored over the weekend. Wabra Omoshe FC Red by 4-1 the Austria Bundesliga. That was Edmond Bedu. Sergio, we are missing Zubairu Ibrahim, former Kumasi sensational King Faisal striker. He was also on target for the club. Meka Partizan Belgrade over the weekend. They also won by 4-1 against FC Kukariki in the Serbian League, and one of the goals was scored by Zubairu Ibrahim. So this was how Zubairu received a pass, on Meki Dami, and then place the ball into the back of the net. So that was Zubairu Ibrahim for you. He was one of the guys on the score sheet over the weekend for the club. Oko Slovakia, MK Maribor, and then almost share by 3-2. Benjamin Tete was on target on 2 of the occasions. MK Maribor, Eshe NK Bravo. So 2 of the goals now MK Maribor, Eshe Eba from Meka Benjamin Tete. He was one of the guys during the AFCON in 2021. Onono Ponchi, the Meka Aaron Bupenza, Meka Gabon player now, a few so this was Benjamin Tete over the weekend games are also boy. Sergio Felix Afinajan finally scored for the new club, Meka Ahmed Sport. Over the weekend, they won by 3-0 against FK Manisa.
Ahmed Sport,
Teki. Yeah, we're free Cremonese. I could join Ahmed Sport. Almost second tier, Yes, and you're more Premier League, like second tier. No share red, So Felix Afinajan enya ni first goal over the weekend. So ni go no ena bano wa amamfo Felix Afinajan so share one of the goals omo winning by 3-0 in the Turkish second tier. And of course, one of the goals na Prince Amwaku Jr. For FC Nojela almost share Ogdense BK by 4-2. He's an 18-year-old boy, so if we right to dream on a call, Nojelan, he was on target for the club. And of course, Kelvin Oforinso, Eshemani team, Slovan Bratislava over the weekend, and also Ekoso over the weekend, Sergio.
Okay. All right, weekend activities, near Boboswa, say Europe, near other places, Africa. Well, and say what they draw Atuja.
Yeah, me the group CAF Confederation. Okay. Champions League.
But my unkan sana program no abawiye. Na you interested or work mupa. Sen crowd ode Atuja.
Work group B. Omone AS Maniema Union of DR Congo, and of course Azam FC of Tanzania, and Nairobi United of Kenya. Yeah.
Anka kotoko sa group you manka baby pa.
So Nairobi United only 2 seasons ago no more Kenyans almost second tier.
Wow, look.
Last season omo buy ntimi nya but how mo eliminated all the side.
Look at that.
No mo eliminated all the side. E di ababe uremu.
Sikana. E de be
lack of draw etimi boa. But for you to perform, Sergio, the consistency is the name of the game.
No, but who can consistency there? Almost started time, baby.
Yeah, lack of the draw etimi boa. But say obe bon homodin like I'm making a push, Sergio, yeah, na consistency is the name of the game. Sergio, yeah, Sasha Debi, the Western African clubs, we are most often being pitched against the North Africans, and then say omota high. Yeshia moi, Sergio, virtually majority of the North Africans, free. Just one out of 2 no one will say West African countries or more clubs are prevailing. So Sergio, these are the tricks within the continent.
Okay. Okay, enti adumra as Kwame Miki the efisem no and so